Hey, how's it going, guys? Jack and Matt here with the Toasty Bros, and today Corsair was nice enough to help us out with one of the dumbest things they probably ever helped us out with. We are building an RTX 4080 PC that does not have a case.
It's gonna be in cardboard. Yeah, Corsair was nice enough to sponsor this because they wanted to showcase their new thermal paste that's right over here, their XTM70 thermal paste, which they are making some very big claims here, that it is one of the top performing thermal pastes on the market. And of course, we wanted to make a case out of cardboard to showcase that thermal performance. Corsair, we love you guys. I can't believe you sponsored this, but thank you guys for sponsoring. Definitely consider Corsair for your next gaming PC build. But yeah, what we're gonna go ahead and do is talk about the parts for this cardboard box project, and you guys might be surprised on how in depth we are going in making this cardboard box case for this 4080 PC.
All right. So for the CPU, we have the i5 13600K. Awesome CPU, newest in the market.
Yeah, I've got a motherboard for it.
I got a cooler for it,
Oh,
actually. Now for the cooler, we have the Corsair iCUE H100i Elite Capellix, which I'm very excited to be using with this thermal paste. I think this comes with thermal paste pre-applied, so I feel bad, but I guess we're gonna have to wipe off the pre-applied thermal paste to put some better Corsair thermal paste on there. And for the motherboard, we have this MSI Pro Z690-A, which I'm excited to use. Normally, we go micro ATX because we want the cardboard PCs to be small, easy. We don't do liquid coolers, we don't do 4080s vertically mounted, but we're going all out with this. For RAM, we have some Corsair Dominator Plat DDR5, 32 gig, 6000 megahertz dual channel RGB. It is amazing stuff. Super excited to be using it. I feel bad for what it's going in. Now for the SSD, we got this Corsair MP600 Pro LPX, and look at those freaking Gen 4 speeds. Those are insane, 70, 100 megabytes per second.
Now this right here is an obscenely ridiculous card for a cardboard box PC, but here we are. We have the RTX 4080 Zotac Gaming. We actually picked one of these up for our PC Selling Business PC Bros. Buy a PC today over at PCBros.tech. But yeah, 4080, it's going to be big, very chunky, and we did get really big cardboard to make this work, which we'll show you in a second. There's a big pile of it behind Jackson. But yeah, 4080, crazy card, and yeah, we're gonna have all the performance we'll need. And to power that GERT 80, we have the RM1000X power supply, 1000 watts, no problems whatsoever in powering this build, 80 plus gold. Again, we got a lot of awesome Corsair stuff in this PC build, so I'm very excited to use it. And normally at this point, I would say the case, but we're just gonna show you guys the fans that are going in the case. We have the SP120 RGB Elite. Yeah, we're using crazy expensive, well, not super expensive, RGB fans inside cardboard box. But yeah, what we're gonna do is kind of go over the game plan here, what we're gonna be putting together. We have a bunch of stuff right here that'll allow us to make this thing very unique. And I guess I'll just run through some of it and I'll let Jackson run through some of it. So we have right here, we went through a wide range of different designs just to see what looks best. So I got some different fan filters here that'll look pretty cool. You don't want to have open fans that you can just poke and just cut your finger off. It's not a good idea. And of course, another fan filter, more fan filters. Beautiful. Now we have these X-Acto knives. You might be wondering, why do we need X-Acto knives? Well, yes, of course, we're gonna have to do some cardboard cutting, but mainly what this is for is we're going vinyl wrap, baby. So we have right here is a black carbon fiber vinyl wrap. We're gonna vinyl wrap the crap out of this cardboard, make it look nice and beautiful. We also have this. Jackson kind of subtly mentioned, we're gonna be vertically mounting Gen 4, yeah, vertical mount inside this. I don't know how all this is gonna work, to be honest. Jackson's just gonna, he knows what to do. He's got it. He's got it under control.
All right, so it's been a while since I ordered some of this stuff, so I don't fully remember, but I do remember this. So this is where I feel like you could say we're cheating a little bit. We've done a lot of cardboard PCs where it was just cardboard. We did not have any metal in it besides the computer components, but this time I bought a motherboard tray. The idea here is this should be able to be flipped either way, but this holds the power supply. Here's our IO shield, which oh wait.
That's the wrong, yep, like that.
At first I was like, this is not gonna work. So power supply, IO shield, here's our lanes for the PCI. Now, I don't know how the vertical mount part's gonna work. Now that I'm looking at it, that's gonna be a little bit difficult. But yeah, long story short, motherboard tray should make it a lot more sturdy, and it'll make it to where we don't have to like zip tie the motherboard in. We can actually physically glue this inside the case with some standoffs. So now we're a little more official, gonna look a little better. I did buy some acrylic. I'm a little scared to open it, but long story short, it is black smoked acrylic that should be mostly see-through, but it should have like a nice little tint to it. And that's gonna go on the side of our cardboard case. That'll be our nice see-through panel. Got a nice little industrial glue gun here that takes some really big sticks of glue. Yeah, Gen 4 cable. You know, there's always a chance that we don't use some of this. The carbon fiber, my idea was we'd carbon fiber the basement. I don't know if we're gonna do the whole thing, because I feel like then it doesn't look like a cardboard PC anymore. We've just made it into like a really janky PC case. And then over there, I'm gonna pull this over.
Oh my Lord.
When you want custom sized cardboard, you can't really just go to Lowe's or Home Depot and spend $5. No, we spent like over 100 and got some double corrugated cardboard in a couple different sizes. Whatever's left over, we'll just use at PC Bros for shipping and stuff like that. These will be great for that. But I'm hoping we can use one of these bigger boxes to make our whole case. And then we're gonna make a basement inside of it. It's gonna be pretty crazy on paper, but will we actually be able to do it? Will we have the patience?
I don't know. So I think first steps will probably be to just give you all a little time lapse of us putting the board and everything together, getting the build started. And then from there, we're gonna start designing our case and start putting it all together. Oh. That was good.
That worked out
good. It was good.
Test fit time.
Test fit time. So yeah, we got the frame put together, not without a little bit of stupidity from us, but we figured it out.
We also think it's missing some brackets. It's supposed to have like some diagonal support brackets that just didn't show up in the box, but you know, it's whatever. We don't really have time to wait anymore, so we just gotta YOLO it. I mean, this is just an open air test bench at this point. That's the idea, you know, get it basically working outside, and then that's when we start going crazy with the cardboard.
Came across our first issue. This frame, it appears to only fully support an SFF power supply. So at least this is like usable. Like that was like perfect to where we can actually still, you know,
we were able to get one screw like fully in it, and this one's kind of being held in like wedged with a washer. So I mean, let's lift it up and see what happens. But, oh God.
Oh man, yeah.
Kind of falling out. So we'll try. We'll trial and error. Hey, there's that. You know, it keeps it from going down quite as far.
All right, so what do we do here?
Took an IO shield, put a screw in it just like normal. And then down here, we basically just drilled a new hole. And then we, believe it or not, we literally didn't have like any nuts. So we just used what, I think this is a riser for a monitor. And it kind of acts as a nut. But yeah, pretty solid now. So it looks kind of goofy, but we got really lucky. Our power button is untouched and then the power plug is untouched as well. So it's like literally in the perfect spot for everything. So
time to pick our cardboard.
So I got two different sizes for whatever reason, but I think this is supposed to be our case. It has handles. It's kind of square. It's more square than I thought it was gonna be. I guess for now I could just, do we have tape?
I have to steal packing tape.
I'm gonna steal some
We do own a
tape.
PC business.
We do.
Tape gun?
This one's nice and gunked up. Now we just need some tape.
That is kind of important for the tape gun.
Where do we keep the tape now?
Nice.
Some of that tactile tape, brother. So for now, I guess we'll just, all right, I'm just gonna do the one for now because I don't know if that's getting like cut or what we're gonna do with that. Matt
oh no,
fits. Oh, God.
I almost broke the box. I'm done, I'm not gonna do that.
This is harder than it looks like just to move the thing. Here we go, let's see if it fits. Oh yeah, baby.
It's gonna have a lot of
Dude,
height.
This is a depth, it's a deep ass case.
You got to really reach down.
Well, we do have the other one. So what is this? That's by 12, and that's the depth, I think.
And that's by 10, so you wanna try it?
Yeah, why not? Yeah, I don't know. This one's single corrugated wall. This one's double wall, so it's a lot thicker.
Keep the thickness.
Keep the thickness. This is it. It's good to go. Let's test it.
It's done. Let's turn it on. Let's benchmark.
Hey, what is the next step? Well,
I guess should we start cutting out the spots?
Yeah, maybe the actual, probably not a bad idea.
This isn't an exact science, but we're eyeballing.
Yeah, which is like kind of a science in itself, I think. We really only need the power switch and the plug cut out here. So we did test fit our 4080. That thing is huge, by the way. But yeah, everything's gonna fit pretty well. We're definitely gonna need to take a little bit off the case just to make it not so like crazy deep. Right now, the idea is power supply here, IO shield cut out here, and then graphics card will be cut out here. Since we have a nice metal tray, we don't need to make it like nice and perfect because it should still look pretty good on paper. Once we kind of get all that situated, I think then we're gonna just mark with a large ruler all the way around how much we want to take off. Chat, audience, YouTube watchers, it's okay. It's good enough. I realized after the fact, I'm like, wait a minute, I really didn't need to cut all this out, but I guess theoretically we could always just like cut our own piece back and stick it back on there. But functionality wise, we definitely have access to all the ports. That's not a problem. And then I'm thinking we just go hardcore with the glue and just run like a really thick bead in between here. Obviously we'll hold it in place. Cause yeah, we wanna make this thing just absolutely like as rigid as possible without straight up like ruining any motherboard components. But this little metal tray was like 20 bucks. So we can ruin whatever we want on that.
So we've been working on something.
We made our little basement. So basically we're gonna run like a really good bead of hot glue, probably in the front and the back. I think we'll go more like this. But the idea is we'll be able to take it when we're done. This piece right here kind of goes like that. We leave this gap down here as kind of like a little cable management route. You know, when this is glued together, together all nice and good, we'll basically glue this piece in just like that. So we're not gonna actually glue this in just yet. I just wanna go ahead and get it glued together. Right now, it's our removable power supply basement. And then once we're actually done with all the fitment of everything, we'll permanently hot glue it in there. Ideally, we're pro PC builders, we never need to take it apart.
Never, 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 never.
Except for when we go to turn it on and it doesn't work. But yeah, so I guess while we're waiting for the glue gun to heat up, maybe we can go ahead and mark where we wanna cut this box down to.
We have shrunk the case. The case has been shrunketh. So,
Honey, I shrunk the case.
Honey, I shrunk the case. So we cut all the way around it, and now we have this handy dandy little lip to take the top off. Not intentional at all. I think this entire project is just making things not very intentionally done, but we're still gluing this power supply basement together. It needs a lot of hot glue, and this glue is very runny.
We're gonna go ahead and glue the top. We're gonna glue all of the metal that we can. We'll go down this side. I'm gonna try to get the glue gun down to here, go down this side. We'll go all the way around here, and then if Matt can get the camera back here, we're just gonna kind of fill this whole area with glue too. Obviously, we're gonna probably be a good idea is we can take this. Yeah. We'll put a bunch of glue in there and then we'll just hold that for a minute. So we're gonna start with the top. We're gonna try to make this a little bit rigid again.
All right, fellow gamers, we are now mounting the radiator, and we will have a radiator spot. Oh look, power button, I forgot to talk about that. Look at the power button, it's so beautiful and cute.
Yeah.
We'll add something to the outside to make it look pretty. So yeah, we have it propped up right now with the Corsair cable box, and we're gonna have to get it back out.
I think it's ready to be unpropped, right? Hot glue sturdy.
Oh, look at that.
All right, I need to get the other side too, so I think, God, do we trust it to hold itself up yet?
All right, lift it up. If it's gonna fall apart, this is the moment.
Now would be the time.
Okay, so it took like 3 attempts, and I'm not 100% sure if this is what it's gonna end up being, but we kind of put some vinyl on it. Vinyl on the power supply basement, that is. Just add a little bit of an extra touch to the case.
I'm making feet for the case because that's the bottom, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, for airflow, you know.
It looks okay, not too shabby. Adds a little bit of flair. That's what he said.
Here's our acrylic. I guess I ordered 2 pieces. I didn't even know it came with both, but probably something like that. Like, I could have gone bigger, but it's a little too late now.
Well, look at that. That's a glass panel.
That's a glass panel right there, partner. Let's see if our feet work. Dude, it is so heavy. I mean, like, it's very light compared to a real computer, but heavy, like scary heavy.
It looked like the sides were just like they shrunk in. Oh man.
See, I think it would have been smart to like add some reinforcement here, which I guess we could still do.
Yeah, we could figure something for reinforcement.
But yeah, so if you want to show the camera what I did here, I just added this just for the power supply.
We were like, oh, the power supply needs some air.
And the back's completely open, so we'll have a good little ventilation system for the power supply now. Corsair would be like, you guys should come do R&D for our case department.
I know. This is their new demo for their next case, guys. So it's been a day. What are we working on right now?
So we decided to hold our panel on. We're gonna use magnets. So I've already added magnets to all of the actual cardboard surface. So now I'm just trying to make sure I get the polarity right, because last thing I want is to have our side panel try to levitate on us.
Yeah, so then after this, I think at this point, we've done all the real major parts to put this thing together. Once we have the side panel on, we'll be good to go. And we'll be ready to see how well this thing performs. I know you'll be interested to see those temperatures.
Oh yeah.
All right, guys, we are now in Warzone at 4K, and we are on the custom preset that it gave us, which basically is high settings across the board, high ultra settings. And we are at 4K using NVIDIA image scaling, and so far, getting 100 FPS. Yeah, 48 is a good card. What do you expect? I mean, you can play these games 60 plus FPS at 4K, and it does a good job. So we're gonna drop in and see if everything holds up all right.
So far, temps have been looking really, I don't know how I can only assume because our CPU is just not being utilized a ton, but like I have not seen it past 70 Celsius.
No, it's just chilling, so.
Oh, he swung on him.
You thought you were sneaky, huh?
He fell over so slowly.
Oh, this door's open. Oh! That's why that door was open. Oh no!
So
oh no! Ever since I had that one where it was so close, I've been wanting to just throw a helicopter at somebody. I'm gonna do some modifications there. Side panel just decided to slide off. Oh!
Can I get more people?
Oh!
That was a lot of grenades.
They all hit me. They're gonna push me. Yeah, this ain't good. Teammate, help me! Oh, there's the jailer. I don't want to mess with him. They're talking to each other.
No, you die with me, right?
No! He said, you're gonna die with me, bro. But yeah, guys, that's Warzone. It's playable. I got eliminated. It's really awesome at 4K. Now what we're gonna go ahead and do is run some built-in benchmarks just to max this thing out a little bit more and just kind of talk about our experience with this cardboard PC, because it turned out pretty solid.
Alright guys, we just got done benchmarking this thing at 4K across the board, and it did absolutely amazing. All of these amazing Corsair components, along with the RTX 4080, just allowed us to absolutely clap in any game, and even in a horrible environment like this cardboard case, in a room that's 75 degrees right now, this computer did amazing and stayed pretty cool.
Yeah, that thermal paste on that 13600KF did really well, because again, this is like worst case scenario. If you're gonna build an actual PC with some Corsair components, you're gonna have some really good thermals with this thermal paste. So definitely check out the thermal paste for your next PC build, and all the other Corsair components by checking the link down below. Big shout out again to Corsair for sponsoring this video. I can't believe they did it, but they sponsored it, and you know what? It's always fun to do something a little outside the box here at the Toasty Bros, and I think this is the definition of outside the box, even though the PC is in the box.
It's inside the box.
It's in the box.
So as always, we hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, check out our other 2 YouTube channels and also our twitch.tv/ToastyBros, and do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
And we'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.
So believe it or not, we're going to sell this PC inside of this box just like this. We're probably gonna do local only at PC Bros. We do have a brick and mortar store. You could come in and buy this PC that'll probably be insanely discounted because you're basically buying it for the parts minus a little bit of money.
PCBros.tech, we sell normal gaming PCs, cardboard PCs, laptops, and so much more. And if you buy a PC during the month of December and use code Santa5, you'll save 5% on your next purchase. This video goes live, I think, the day before Christmas, so you better hurry up. You're running out of time. Santa5, see you guys later. Goodbye.
Peace out.